Okay, first things first. That's what it says in my program. Puma Pants says good morning. He's having an excellent morning. And by the way, I'd like to hear from you. Do you like the chime that ends meditation, or do you find it jarring and unpleasant? You can leave a chat if you want to let me know, and then I'll listen to what you guys say, and then I'll do whatever I want. I'm just kidding. You know me. I'm being kind of silly. Anyway, my cat's tail. I better start with our topic today. I have a very spicy topic this week, and uh, I hope it doesn't offend you too much. Sometimes I used to have a teacher, he would say, I'm here to comfort the disturbed and disturb the comfortable. So, and of course, all of my messages, I hope I can listen. I was in one of my spiritual meetings the other day and I heard a fellow say, take my advice, I'm not using it, which that was a classic. Anyway, I remember back in, I think it was the 70s, there was a book called Games People Play, Transactional Analysis. Since I just thought of it, I can't remember the name of the person who wrote it, but games people play. And we humans, we primates, we are primates, of course, we play games and we're involved in all these games and they're of various sizes and they scale, and some are big and some are small and some are limiting and some are expansive, but we're all involved in various forms of games. And I guess we might ask ourselves this week, am I happy with the games that I'm playing? Are these games that are really suitable and commensurate with my experience and who I am in this life? And the topic this week is enough is enough. Enough is enough. If I know without a shadow of a doubt that I'm playing a game, that I'm living a particular brand of existence that does not meet um, with the truth and the nobility of who I am as a spiritual being, enough is enough. Now, I know that we've probably all had experiences in our life where we were up against a very, very challenging situation or a very bad habit, or we were in the grips of a behavior that really had us um, pinned down and was threatening our lives. And at some point, we just said, enough is enough. And we took action and we addressed it. We find out how to solve it. And the game that we were playing prior was traded in for a brand new game that was more lively, more interesting. Really, you're going to take a bath right in front of everybody. Yeah, that's the game that he plays. Anyway, so this week the topic is enough already. And we might ask ourselves as we look at our lives, are there particular areas that have just always been a restriction or a limitation? They continue to be at this point. See ya. They can, he goes, I don't need this topic. There are areas of our life that just continue to act as a pinch or a restriction upon us. And isn't it time that enough is enough already? Maybe it's our turn to grow out of that. And I'm saying this for myself, and I'm offering this as a suggestion. And I'm not sure, it could be a different thing for different people. Have you always been struggling with money? Have relationships always been difficult? Are you struggling with a long-term health issue? Do you feel lonely? Do you feel chronically depressed or anxious? Do you feel like you're not living up to your true purpose in life? Do you feel like you're not getting the admiration and the recognition you deserve for who you are? These are all games that we might be playing in a very restricted or limiting way. Now, of course, we should be spiritual and patient, because all good things to come to those who wait. Yet, I don't know if you're listening to this and say you're older than 40, and especially if you're older than 50, it's like it's enough is enough, and it's your turn. And we always have an opportunity to make that decision inside of ourselves and say, this restriction that's been dogging me my whole life, this feeling lonely, or I can't find the right person, or I'm missing my mark, or I never have enough money, or I'm always sick, or I have emotional issues, or I'm can't control my temper, or I'm moody, whatever it is, sooner or later, there just comes a time for all of us. And there are multiple iterations of these times where we just say, enough is enough. I'm going to stop playing the game that I play, and I'm going to start playing the bigger game that God, love, source, infinite higher organizing wisdom wants me to play. And that's when we begin to get in agreement with God, to use sort of old-fashioned language, but we get in agreement with God, with who God says we are, and we let go of who we think we are. So in your life, what is enough already. Do you feel like you're not living up to your potential? Whatever it is, don't have enough money, you feel like you're restricted by circumstances, whatever it is, it's your turn. And it's not your turn because you're greedy and selfish. It's your turn because it's always your turn. It's always our turn when we say enough is enough. We're really ready to slough off the past. So that's the topic. Have a look in your own life. What's been constantly pinching you, and enough is enough. And I'll see you tomorrow.